Okay, so let's talk about Claude Code, the AI coding assistant so many of you are probably using right now. What if I told you there's a secret workflow for it? And I'm not talking about some small little life hack. This is a total game changer, something that can make the tool you use every day way cheaper, way faster, and a whole lot more flexible. Let's get into it. I mean, just think about this for a second. What if you could take your current AI coding setup, slash the costs by like 90%? And, at the same time, make it 3 times faster. It sounds a little too good to be true, I know, but that's exactly what we're going to unpack. Look, the standard way of using Claude Code, it's awesome. But, it's got its limits. You're pretty much locked into their one model, their cost, their speed. But this unlocked way, well, it just blows those doors wide open. We're talking seriously lower costs, the freedom to use pretty much any AI model you can dream of, and, well, we'll get to this. Truly, blazing fast speed.
So where do we start? Our entry point's something called the Simple Kimi hack. And trust me, it's the perfect first step to getting this supercharged workflow up and running.
This whole hack is built around the model called Kimi K2. It comes from a company called Moonshot AI. And get this, benchmarks are showing it's just as powerful as something like Claude 4. But, and this is the real kicker, it's open source and can be up to 90% cheaper to run. Power and price, that is an absolute game changer.
And you know what the best part is? It's so simple to do this. Seriously, you just get an API key from Moonshot AI. It's basically just a password for their service. Then you pop open your command line and set 2 little environment variables. That's it. 2 lines of code, and you've basically just swapped out the entire engine from under the hood of Claude Code. It's that easy.
And listen, this isn't just theory. The results are real. One developer was talking about how tasks that used to take him over a minute were suddenly finishing in around 20 seconds. So you've got massive speed boosts on top of the huge cost savings. Yeah, it really becomes a no-brainer.
Okay, but that simple Kimi hack? That was just the appetizer. Now it's time for the main course, the ultimate power-up. It's this brilliant open-source tool called the Claude Code Router. And believe me, this changes everything.
Probably the easiest way to picture the Claude Code Router is to think of it like a universal travel adapter, but for your AI. It sits right in the middle, between your code editor and the AI models, and lets you send requests to basically any model you want. It's such a clever and elegant little tool. So what does this actually mean for you? It means Claude Code stops being this closed, single-purpose tool. It completely transforms into a flexible, open platform. It becomes your personal command center for using a whole arsenal of different AI models. And all of a sudden, your options just explode. You can switch to Kimi, sure. Or how about Google's Gemini 1.5 Pro? Or super powerful open-source models like DeepSeek. You can even run models on your own computer using Llama. The choice, for the first time, is completely yours. Now, one of the coolest ways to use this new router of yours is to hook it up to a service called Open Router. This is where the idea of choice just gets taken to a completely different level. You have to hear this. Through one single connection, one API key, Open Router gives you access to a marketplace of over 400 different AI models. 400. That is just an insane amount of firepower to have at your beck and call. But wait, Open Router is more than just a giant menu of AI models. It's smart. It can actually route your requests to different providers to find the one with the best performance at that exact moment. So you're not just getting more choice, you're getting optimized performance automatically. It's brilliant. All right, so we've covered how to save a ton of money and get way more flexibility. But what about that promise of blazing fast speed? Well, for that, we turn to our final piece of the puzzle, a platform called Grok.
Right, and that's Grok with a Q, not to be confused with the AI that Elon Musk is building. Grok is this really specialized platform built for one thing and one thing only, speed. They have a unique system for running AI models that gets you answers back at just incredible speeds. Their entire setup is designed to make these models fly.
And here it is. This is the payoff. We timed a standard command that has the AI analyze a whole code base. Using the Karami model directly through Moonshot's API, it took about 75 seconds. Okay, not bad. OpenRouter with its smart switching got that down to 62 seconds. Better. But then we routed that same request through Grok. 20 seconds. That isn't just a little bit faster. That's more than 3 times faster in a real-world test. This is that blazing fast we were talking about.
Wow. Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground here, right? From a simple hack to these really powerful router tools. So let's just take a step back and put all the pieces together. What does your new workflow actually look like now?
It really just boils down to having 3 amazing options. You've got the simple hack with Kimi when you just want to get started quickly and cheaply. Then you've got OpenRouter for when you need that incredible variety and choice of models. And finally, when every single second counts and you need maximum performance, you switch over to Grok. You get to pick the right tool for the job every single time. So what this all means is that Claude Code is no longer just a tool. It's now your customizable cockpit for AI development. You're the pilot. You choose the engine. You control the speed. You decide exactly what you want to do with every single task. And that really leaves us with one last really big question. When you have this incredible power to swap out your AI's brain at any moment, picking the perfect one for cost, or for smarts, or for just raw speed, what will you build next? The possibilities, well, they're pretty much wide open.